Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Half-Life, which if you've never played it before, I have to ask, have you been living under a rock? This is one of these games that's just so popular and so much hype around it, and it's one of the few games that really does live up to the hype, at least in my opinion. Personally think it's one of the greatest FPSs ever made, if not the all-out greatest. As much as I love Perfect Dark 64, since I've had the use of the PC and played these games on the PC, it started to make me question just how good Perfect Dark is. Anyway, you've got the standard stuff, options where you can choose keyboard, mouse, audio, video, gamma, etc. You've then got multiplayer where you can choose your character and that for when you play multiplayer, because that's find servers, create servers. Then you've got new game and load game. So, just going to start by going onto a new game here. Don't want to go into the training room, choose easy just for now, because you've got the standard options of easy, medium and difficult. There's all sorts of story scenes around the game. It's one of them things where it's not so much a first-person shooter as it's everything else, including a first-person shooter. But seeing as this story here is unskippable, I'm just going to shut up and cut to the some gameplay. So here we go then. After all the story and everything that's happened, which you can't skip, it takes about 15 minutes, which is possibly the biggest flaw in the Half-Life games. They do take a little while to get into, because even though I'm showing from here, this still isn't really into the game. It isn't like showing exactly what it's about. But in layman terms, as you might have already guessed from everything, shit happened. So that's the story of the game. Shit happened. In more advanced terms, you were doing an experiment, you've created a portal to another world, loads of aliens have came out, they're pissed off, and you have to stop the aliens, and you also have to stop the government cover-up and save yourself from the Marines that get sent in to kill you because of the government cover-up. And all you're armed with is your trusty HEV, and pretty soon you get a crowbar as well. But thankfully you can't get all the weapons, because as great as the crowbar is, it's not that great. So anyway, as I was saying, this is the crowbar. They're the type of aliens. They're actually more like zombie things, because the alien head crab has jumped on top of a scientist and turned it into that mutant freak. Every now and then you get help from one of these guys, but if you want to, you can just kill him and take his gun. Like that. So anyway, I don't really want to mention much more about the story, nor do I want to show much about the levels, because it's one of them where the story's that good, I daren't see anything in case I spoil it, because it really is a fantastic game, and the story is majorly part of that. It's one of them things that, yeah, it's got the action, yeah, it's got the fantastic, unique puzzles, and it's got the amazing level design and diversity and everything, and the amount of game length as well, because it literally takes you all over, even to that alien world. But the story is possibly the biggest part of the game. But anyway, this is that alien world, and these are some of the sweet weapons you can get. A basically crossbow type thing with a sniper scope that fires like these rods. You can get a rocket launcher with a laser target, and basically wherever the target's pointing, the rocket goes. So if I can just do it here, as you can see, it's spinning around, so that's really cool. You can get some sweet laser weapons like that there, which can be charged up. Possibly the best weapon on the game is kind of like plasma thrower instead of a flamethrower. But you can also get your trusty other weapons, such as hand cannon, machine gun, shotgun, weird alien that explodes. So yeah, just your normal everyday stuff really. At least it is for Gordon anyway. The enemies on the game are pretty cool. There's this big bastard over here who just pretty much doesn't die. There is a way to kill him, but your best bet really is to just leg it. There's also some other cool enemies on the game, but it's pretty much all alien themed until you're fighting the Marines, and then obviously it's just guys in KMO with machine guns and that. They're possibly the funniest enemy on the game. They're just a giant tongue basically that eats you up. But you can have some fun with them on the second game, because you can chuck barrels and explosive barrels at them, so that the explosive barrels can go boom. There's then that thing as well, which also can't be killed, and when you're not paying attention, kills you. And then there's him, but the less said about him the better, quite frankly. But there's pretty much nothing else left to see here. I need to mention the HEV suit one more time though, because as well as giving you like health indicators and armour indicators and how much ammo you've got and that, it also gives you a flashlight with infinite batteries. You just have to let it charge, so that's pretty cool. And it warns you about toxic waste. The only other thing that I can really say though is, if you've never played the game before, if you've only ever played the PlayStation version, but your PC can run this, and you thought, well, the PlayStation version was okay, but it wasn't great, so just in case, then all I can really say is give it another shot, because the PC version is a clear country mile better than the PlayStation version. It's just one of them things. It really was made for a PC, and it should be played on one, because I used to actually like it on the PS2, but this, after replaying it, it's just a mile better. It really is. It's a fantastic game, and if you like first-person shooters, adventures, and games with some cool puzzles and a good story, then it's going to be right up your alley. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.